It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we have Amon-Ra St. Brown on center stage. He's one of the league's best, currently third in the NFL in receiving yards. It's the Broncos and the Raiders on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. Again, everyone, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. They've been playing well, really well. Winners of 5 of their last 7, but losers last time out. Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
To the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And he comes to the end of the season leading the NFL in passing yards. And that's not necessarily something you set out to do at the beginning of the year, but it's a good illustration of how remarkable and consistent he's been all season.
Levis will look to throw on the first play from scrimmage. He's got the hook up with Downs. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7, past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. A first carry for Rachaad White. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Charles, as we've covered, they've already clinched their spot in the postseason, so now they just want to avoid adding any additional names to this list before the postseason begins.
Terrific observation, because trying to move up a spot, I don't know if it's worth it if you're trying to play guys who aren't quite right. Get them healthy, get ready for the playoffs, make your move then.
A pickup of 10, and it's enough for Las Vegas first down. They keep it on the ground. White again. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So after some runs, now they'll throw with Levis. Man open, he's got it complete to Courtland Sutton. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 44-yard line.
And this is a game where you don't envy a defensive coordinator. This is what you have to game plan against all week. This offense is #1 in the NFL in passing, and they're clicking here early as they get a completion there for a first down.
First down, here's White. And down to the 41. The numbers for White a week ago: 10 carries, 94 yards, and a score.
Well, we know they clinched a playoff spot, but there's plenty of football left to play. And I'm a proponent of continuing to do what you've done throughout the season, especially with teams that are heavy run teams. Because if you throttle back too early, you lose the rhythm of the run game, not just with the runner, but with the offensive line as well.
And the lane closes up quickly as you'll get about 3 down to the 38. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Levis from the gun. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all. They're checking the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Levis throwing again on 2nd down. And that throw. It's Levis. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Tucker's kick is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
This is 2nd and 8. Up the middle they go. Goddard. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Look at this Raiders defense. This crew against the pass. Issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 45-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains. The Broncos at 12-2 now on the year. And they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. We'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. From midfield now, Lawrence. He's got room at the 30. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 21. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ferguson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Lawrence will throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Trevor Lawrence, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Dicker, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now, after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. confidence heading out as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And for them right now, not a done deal. They are holding down one of the final 3 wildcard spots with 2 weeks to go, but you know, there are others, Charles, kind of nipping at their heels a bit.
And, Brandon, it's always worth keeping in mind, and I have to keep writing it down for myself. Remember, it's 7 teams in each conference not making the playoffs. So that brings more important games to the end of the season. So, in theory, more teams alive for a postseason berth later in the year.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. On the option right, here's Levis. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Levis out of the gun on 3rd down. That one to the right side and incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 21 carries, 101 yards, and a score.
And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff, because not only are they seeing a back pile up yardage, they're seeing an offensive line in sync, and that bodes well this late in the season.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Goddard, and this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's taken on the 25. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs. Because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Levis sets up to throw here. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he is going to have the Raiders first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. And after that play, we've got an injury, and it appears to be to Cortland Sutton. We're always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. And that'll throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Got Dobbs over the middle. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. This offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Levis to throw once more. He'll get that complete to Parkinson. And he's going to have the Raiders first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. He'll get this down to the 38. From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 7. Once more, Gibson. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Levis out of the shotgun now. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 26. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Gibson on the read option. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. Calling a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row.
I think they let this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Well, bootleg here. Levis. And that's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got 5.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Mark, it's been this negative ways. He just got back to the line of scrimmage. But when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. He hit his first one. This from 44 yards out now. Tucker's kick is good. And getting back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him in the field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
Denver's offense now set to go. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Goddard shoves him away, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to have more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
56 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Lawrence to throw. And the Raiders have got him. Derek Hall, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
And that was a passer's nightmare. Front door totally shut down by the defense. They kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue
It's third down and 16 yards to go. Now Lawrence to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The